at Pendine Historic Cars and Bicester Heritage, and they have some pretty impressive stuff for sale in their showroom, so let me give you a quick tour. Well, this is the showroom, and I'm sure you can see it's a pretty impressive showroom. We've got an original Cobra here, right-hand drive, with a few remaining, worth lots of money. We've got a racing Cooper here, 300 SL, Jaguars galore. There's lots of stuff. Let me give you a proper tour. What I'll do then is I'll give you a tour of the showroom, talk about all the cars, well, just tell you what all the cars are, and then I'll talk about some of them in a bit more detail. Let's get started. Right then, let's start at the back and work our way around. First off then, right in the back corner, we have this very, very nice Cooper Bristol racing car. Now originally this was a one-seater car, but it has been converted to a two-seater. And it's very fine yellow wheels. Next to that then, we have this amazing original right-hand drive AC Cobra that is one of the very few remaining AC Cobras in mint condition that are right-hand drive. Most of them have been written off or very severely damaged. In front of that is this very green Fraser Nash. It's a very nice looking car for 1953. In front of that we have DB4. Now there is a full review of this car coming very shortly. So I'll talk about this in more detail in that video. Over here is this Jaguar XK140 drophead. Very nice. Next to that is a 1948 Bristol 401 Pininfarina. I really like the colour on that, it's a very nice dark blue. And then next to that, we have another Jaguar. Next to that is probably what I'd say is the second nicest looking car in here, after the Aston, a Mercedes 300 SL. Then we'll make our way over here to the oldest car in the showroom, and that is Bentley 8 Litre. Very, very cool. I believe it's a 1933, I might be mistaken. In front of that is this, a Morgan +4 Lawrence Tune Super Sports, and I believe that they were nicknamed Chalk Ices when they were racing, yes. And in front of that is this very, very nice Jaguar XK120. This is a fixed head coupe. Very, very nice. The interior in this is really nice as well. Right, well that is the quick rundown of the showroom complete. Now let's talk about some of the cars in a bit more detail. Let's just end this scene with a nice shot of the Aston. Look at that. Now this, of course, is the AC Cobra. Now this is a particularly special car, in particular because it is one of the very few right-hand drive cars that were produced. And what makes it even more special is that it's one of the very few right-hand drive cars that were produced that remains in good condition, because many of them, the AC Cobra is a very fast car, quite hard to handle, but is a lot of fun to drive. But that does mean that a lot of them were crashed and written off and destroyed. So this is one of the very few right-hand drive models that remain, and because of that, its price is quite high. It's worth about £1.25 million, so maybe I should not touch it. Let's move on. Now the AC Cobras have a 4.7 litre V8 that produces 385 brake horsepower. It has 340 pound-foot of torque. Now this is a Fraser Nash. Millimeter. Sorry about the random voiceover in the video. I pronounced it very, very wrong. Now this particular car competed in the 1953 9 Hours of Goodwood race, which makes, again, this is a particularly special car, and for that reason it will set you back about £600,000. but I think it's probably worth every penny. Just look at it, it's really, really nice car. And with its extensive history file and very interesting history file, makes it a really, really pretty cool car. Let's move on. Now this is something that I'd never seen or even heard of until I got here. And it is a Bristol 401 Pininfarina. Now, it was designed as a luxurious and very fast four-seater tourer, and it had 118 brake horsepower, so about the same as a Renault Clio. Now that might not sound like a lot, but back in 1948, that was a lot. And the legend that is Pininfarina has clearly done an amazing job styling this car, because it looks great, especially for a 1948 car. It looks absolutely spectacular. So yeah, really like this as well. I love the colour, look at that, that's really nice blue. So yeah, let's move on. This is a Cooper Bristol, and it was the first ever Cooper to score World Championship points. Now this competed in Formula 2, which had only just gained World Championship status, and it was driven by Juan Miguel Fangio at Goodwood. So it has a pretty cool history. Now, I think I mentioned it used to just be a one-seater as it was built purely as a race car, but one of the owners made it into a two-seater so that they could tour it and drive it as a normal car. So this was a race car, now been converted into sort of a road car, so obviously it's road legal, it's got a license plate and everything, so yeah, pretty cool car. Now, because of this pretty coolness, it also has a pretty cool price tag. It's about £600,000. Now, again, as with the Fraser Nash, it's worth it though, because of that history. It makes it worth every penny, and because it is such a cool car. It is a really cool car. Look at it. It's a very cool car, but that history just gives it even more of a coolness about it. So then, my verdict. What is my favourite car in here? Is it the Fraser Nash? Unfortunately not. Is it the Cooper Bristol? No. Already failed. Is it the Bristol 401? Although I do really like the colour, it is not. Is it either the Jags? No. Is it the Aston? I've actually still not decided. I've been doing all this to try and make up my mind, because I really don't know what my favourite car in here is. It's either the Aston or the Cobra, and I just can't make my mind up. Is it the Aston or the Cobra? I think I'm going to have to leave it at a tie. I do really like that Mercedes as well though. Yeah, I'm going to have to leave it at a tie, and I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to let you decide what your favourite car is. Just one quick look at them all. Bentley 8 litre, Morgan XK, another XK, DB4. Right then, thanks for watching. I hope you'd enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed all these cars. Another reminder that they are all for sale. There's a classic car for everyone here. Just visit pendine.com to make your inquiry. Massive thanks to Pendine Historic Cars for letting me do this. And I think that about wraps it up. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.